Simon Bromfield, who's the channel manager at Adobe South Africa. Simon, I've been waiting for you because I don't know what's the difference between a reader and a writer. Maybe we can start with that if you don't mind. It's very basic, but please tell me what's that.
I'll go into it now. So the difference between a reader and writer is very simple. The reader product is for viewing PDFs and the writer is for creating PDFs. Essentially, if you wanted to share content with people out there, you as the author would need Acrobat Pro to create the content or create the PDF that you want to share. And how many people have downloaded Reader recently? Anyone here? I don't know if you've noticed when you downloaded Reader, when you downloaded it, you will notice that the file size was actually about 17 megs. And a lot of people phone me and say, Simon, why is Reader 17 megs? That is because in Reader we have a lot of hidden features. So who did the tax forms this year? Anyone? Please tell me you did your own tax forms. Okay, so when you do your tax forms, you'll notice that you are actually engaging with a PDF. But everything in there is completely active for you to fill in. And what's happened there is SARS has used a technology called Reader Extensions. And they've basically empowered you to use your free reader to complete the form, send your details, sign the form, whatever you want. When you're finished with it and send it back, the next PDF you open will be again be a dumb PDF. So there's a lot of power. I'm not here to talk about that today, but I definitely will be able to share that with you if you guys have questions afterwards. So I think what I'm going to do is just to quickly position where Adobe is and how we fit into this world. There's a lot of people that know Adobe as either one of two things, Photoshop or Acrobat. And I think a lot of people don't realize that Adobe is an incredibly large company. We are the third largest software vendor worldwide. We run out of the top 200 online stores. We run 199 of the top 200 online stores. We are the largest analytics company, web analytics company in the world. So when you engage with Adobe, please don't think that you're just engaging with a very, very small organization. In fact, we service thousands of clients across all various aspects of the business, right from SaaS here in South Africa to Verizon and Media24 and Nushpads. All of these major organizations use some form of Adobe technology. Now, the reason why I've been asked today to come talk to you is about an associated product called Connect Now. Can I just show, has anyone seen Connect? Okay, 1 or 2 people have putting their hands up. Connect Now is one of Adobe's hidden gem products. And what it essentially is a product that allows you to set up meetings, electronic meetings. You can set up an electronic meeting around a document. You can set up an electronic meeting around anything that you literally want to. In fact, the presentation that I'm showing you today, I'm streaming live onto the internet. And if you were able to go onto my meeting URL, you'd be able to see the presentation that I'm doing right now. And I'll show you a little bit about it. So what it allows you to do is to have a meeting room with up to, from yourself plus 1, so 2 people, right up to 20 people in one meeting room. It can be around a document, it can be anything. You can have full integrated voice and video conferencing. You can then also share anything from your computer, whether it be your screen, whether it be a whiteboard, whether it be notes, chat, and you can store files in the system as well. I don't know why that went dead. That's my side. Okay, so you'll be able to see anything that you've got on your computer, anyone else can see. It is cross-platform, irrespective of you when you're using a Windows or a Mac, you'll be able to get onto this service. And the beauty of this is you as the organizer of the meeting, you literally need Adobe Flash installed on your computer. The person that's watching this video or joining you on the call will only need Flash as well. So it's very, very easy to get into and very easy to share. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to jump out of presentation mode just so that I can actually show you how this works, just so that you get an idea. So, as I said earlier, I've been sharing, I hope this will kick in, I've actually been sharing this entire meeting via the internet, this entire presentation. So as you can see here, a little pop-up menu, and sorry I'm using it on Mac, it's exactly the same on Windows. I'm just going to stop sharing just to show you some of the functionality that you've got in it. So what Connect Now has got is, if you look on the top, I can zoom this. Sorry. Top corner here, can everyone see me? Okay, so full video integration directly from my laptop. I have a chat, so I can actually, anyone that's joining the room, I can start an IM chat with them, so I can say to them, hi everyone today. I can't spell. So I can send a chat to everyone that's on the call. I can send private messages to people, so if someone's forgetting to mute their phone, I can send them a message to say, please mute your phone, and things like that. I have shared notes also, so I can actually share a note with everyone in the room. And essentially what I can do is I can literally share anything that's on my computer. So if I wanted to, for instance, share a file with you, that I want to actually give you a hard copy of the file, as you can see here, what I've done is I've actually already put the presentation into the meeting room. So afterwards, after I'm finished with the presentation, I can make this part available and you can download the file from there. I have lots of different pods that we can set up. One is a very simple whiteboard. And a whiteboard, it gives you a whole host of things. So anything that I do on the whiteboard, I apologize for my bad doodling, you will be able, your people on the other side will be able to do, and they will be able to reciprocate. So the person that's joining you on the call, the 20 people that are joining you, can actually reciprocate and do whiteboarding at the same time. So let's just get it, and of course then you can have things like, you can share your microphone, you can teleconference in as well. So if you wanted people to phone in from a telephone, you can set up your telephone network as well, so they can use a telephone if they don't want to do voice over IP. Because I find a lot of people still are very adverse to voice over IP. So let me show you how easy it is to set this up. So literally you'd go from the link that Adrian put on the screen, you would log in. Anyone able to tell me how much it costs to have 2 users on the system? You plus 2 other people. Anyone? Zip. Nothing. Okay, so host a meeting for yourself or 2 other people, it is for free. So it's a very, very simple system, a very cheap way to get into conferencing with people, and I use this every single day for my customers in Nigeria and Kenya. I look after sub-Saharan Africa, so I have to engage with people all over the place, and it drives me insane trying to set up calls, trying to set a conference or share a document with them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you some of the things that I do. For instance, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to share a short little document that we created, and I want to make sure that everyone that's working on this is working on the same page at the same time. So what I've done here is I've hosted this document. I told Connect Now to share just this document. So this document is now available on the internet, and everyone that's got access to my room is able to see this document. Now I can go through, and as I'm going through the document, I can say, this is what I'm working on, this is where it is stuck, this is what I want you to look at. But I can also do one more thing. You know, someone says to you, oh, Simon, I really can't see what you're doing. So I'm going to stop my presentation, and I don't know if everyone can read this, and I want to start annotating. So by hitting annotate, what it's going to do is it's literally going to freeze the frame of the computer. No. Okay, when it eventually wakes up again. What it's going to do is it's going to freeze the frame and allow me to draw on the screen. So it'll overlay here. So I can go and draw, and I'm sorry that it's not working at the moment. But what I could do is I can go in and draw arrows and say, okay, this here, circle it, and say, please move this amount to here, change this around, and anything that I've got through this document can be shared through the meeting room. Another thing that you can do through this as well is I can request control of the computer that is connecting to my room. So how I use this is very simply, my mother bought herself a fancy laptop, and she phones me on a Monday morning and says, Simon, my email doesn't work anymore. I say, Mom, why doesn't it work? She says, no, the button to send is missing. Please come to my house and fix it. I say, Mom, I really can't come to your house to fix it. But no, you have to. It's mission critical, the business is going to fail. So what I do is I start a room like this, like I did when I started. And all I do is I click on the person's name as they're joining the room. I click on my mom's name. I say, request permission to take control. And I literally take control of the other person's computer, quickly fix the problem, turn back on, you know, that stupid menu that you can turn off, turn that back on, a button comes back, finish it, it saves me a 2-hour drive back to her house every week. So it's fantastic, it's a really good way to share, it's a great way to collaborate with people and bring people into one meeting room. I use this for training, I use it for meetings, I use it for presentations, I use it for all sorts of different things, but it's a fantastic tool, and I really hope you guys have a look at it and use it. We do have a big brother product to this called Connect. Connect, you can have unlimited meetings. So Barack Obama on his big presentations that he does, all of those and the American presidency shows and everything he does are shared via Connect worldwide. So I think the last viewing that we had over 500,000 people viewing the Connect Now session. So thank you for your time. I think I'm within my 8 minutes. So are there any questions before I move on?
How much?
For this. Okay, so for 2 users, it's going to be free.
Free?
So free. For yourself.
The software is free?
Free. Yourself plus 2 other people, it's free. When you buy Acrobat Professional, which is our authoring tool, Acrobat Writer, Acrobat Professional allows you to have up to 5 people in a meeting room, so that comes standard with it. And then you can subscribe after that. Your subscription starts at $149 per year, up to $350 per year.
How do you make money?
We don't do this.
No, you are believe it.
Yeah. No, this is a loss-leading product for us. The beauty of this product is the upsell from this, because if I wanted to do this presentation for you, I could be sitting in Cape Town and actually doing this presentation via Connect Now for you today. And this tool has saved me so often. You know, I travel a lot in Africa, keep on missing flights, getting to a place. So what I do now is I just do a Connect session, host a Connect session. Everyone can dial in, watch the presentation. Because I can store files in the Connect session, so I can save my presentations there. If someone wants it afterwards, they can log in and download the file from there. Next question.
What's the bandwidth requirement with this?
Okay, to be honest, for graphics, very low. This tool, where it actually came from was we built it in connection with the US Army for battlefield control, so the guys in their tanks when they're driving around are actually using Connect to communicate with other tanks and they do battlefield control. So for that we needed to build a product that was incredibly low bandwidth requirement to use it. In saying that, if you're doing voice over IP, you are going to need a better connection. Okay? Voice over IP, I would suggest that you look at a dedicated 3G or ASL connection for voice over IP. I find that in South Africa that tends to be flaky. Kenya, no problem. There's something in South Africa, the way that our networks are set up, that just works so well. But it's coming along. Every day is getting better and better. And that's why what I do when I'm doing calls in South Africa, I use the Telkom Share Call, which is an 0800 number, chargeback. I use Telkom Share Call plus Connect for the slides and other things like that. So you can use both voice via this or voice via your telephone. It's up to you. Okay, there was another question somewhere here. Was that right? No? Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you for your time. If you need anything, give me a shout afterwards. Thank you.